Hi, this is Professor CC19, and welcome to part 2 of Saving Candy Town, trying to defeat the Bubblegum Troll and turn all the crystallized buildings in Candy Town back to normal by completing specially selected levels. Now, so far, in part 1, we have established the premise of what's going on, and that by beating levels, we are earning jars of sweetonium, which we can then use to turn the buildings and other things back to normal. It says, more specifically, upgrading them. So today we're going to be playing levels 3, 4, and 5, and learning a bit more about this event. Now, this third level should be familiar to you because it was one of the levels present in the Rainbow Rapids minigame, one of the more difficult ones. Your job in playing it is just to remove all the frosting in the columns where you have rainbow pathways going down the board, or in the columns where you have the cookie molds at the bottom of the column. By clearing out all the frosting in those columns, you get the rainbow path to go all the way down to the cookie mold, and that's how you fulfill the order in the level. Now, before we go any further, I will say what I usually say at the start of my videos, that I put out a lot of great content almost every day, including Candy Crush, with a lot of special events coming very soon, because for Halloween, King decided to do a whole bunch of special mini-games and events in Candy Crush Saga, even introducing a brand new feature that's going to be in the game past level 8,000, called Sour Skulls. So for Halloween, that's going to be interesting. So stay tuned for that. We got a lot of great content coming soon. A big announcement coming for December, and the 2021 Alga Olympics Winter Edition coming early next year. So a lot of great content coming out. I'm not going to ask you to subscribe, but I wouldn't discourage that. It would be a good decision, and I'm trying to reach 1,000 subs by the end of the year, and I would really appreciate any help with that. So, as we have collected this jar of sweetonium, we can touch and upgrade one more item on the map. Kabam! We have the building back, but no real color to that, and I think that'll probably come later. Now we're going to move on to level 4. This one's a jelly level. You can tell what level type it is by the boosters offered. Now this one's tricky. The fact that you only have 18 moves and the fact that you have licorice swirl dispensers coming onto the board, your job is to remove as much of the marmalade as quickly as possible so you have a lot of room to make specials. My greatest piece of advice on this level is to remember that for every move you take out licorice, no new licorice comes down, similar to how chocolate works. Now, one thing that I found very interesting from yesterday, part 1, when I upload videos to YouTube, and really if anyone does this, YouTube will pick 3 high points visually in the video to use as suggested thumbnails. They're the 3 default thumbnails. Sometimes they're good, sometimes they're not so good, and you have to make your own, or sometimes I do. But what I found to be very interesting is one of the 3 default thumbnails picked by YouTube from part 1 turned out to be a split second. I mean like less than a quarter of a second. On 0.25 speed, I had a hard time getting this to stay. It picked a split second shot of what the town, Candy Town, is supposed to look like at the end of this event. A tiny little split second, less than a quarter of a second preview of what we're supposed to see by the time we have beaten all the levels, the very end of the event. So that is interesting. And I will tell you this, I'm not going to spoil anything in particular, but things are going to get a lot more colorful than this drab gray that we are somehow restoring the buildings to. Now, one more level in this video, level 5. It's another one of the Rainbow Rapids levels. And if you've been watching, there's that little blue bar on the top left-hand corner of the screen on the menu. It's kind of tracking our progress for how many levels we've completed and how many upgrades we've made. We haven't really seen it get close to being filled yet, and I'm assuming we will in future episodes. Tomorrow, part 3 is coming out. We're going to be venturing past level 5 and see anything else new that comes along, or else just beating progressively more difficult levels. Pardon any background noise. This is once again voiceover, and I am still hearing loud noises from the other room, so sorry about that. This is a wonderful level. It's just showing how different the Rainbow Rapids features are. How they can spawn going upwards, downwards. We will see them spawn sideways soon. But just the rainbow paths going across this board is so beautiful. It covers almost the entire board, and you almost hate to see them go away as you collect them to beat the level. But then again, I would rather see them go away as we beat the level than stare at them for a long period of time being stuck on this level. So, once again, the object is to clear out all the frosting and rainbow swirls, rainbow twists, I believe they're also called, to clear the path for the Rainbow Rapids to reach those cookie cutters. Now, I'm not really sure of the idea of cookie cutters and rainbow paths. I'm not sure how exactly that makes sense for Candy Crush. Wow, the noise is getting louder. But I think it's a pretty cool feature. Not exactly sensible, but it is beautiful to look at. Alrighty then, so that's level number 5 completed. We're just going to get through Sugar Crush and show that there is an actual physical benefit to playing this, not just seeing that the Bubblegum Troll's being defeated or seeing that our buildings are coming back to normal. There actually is a physical incentive for completing these levels. Now, to be clear, these first 5 levels I have completed all without boosters on my first attempt, although I do not expect that to be the case throughout. Okay? Okay. Let's see here. Tap here to skip. Already did that yesterday when I actually recorded this. It says use Sweetonium to make a candy upgrade. But notice we have these giant crystals here now. We've beaten 5 levels. And it says we've completed a goal. So apparently every 5 levels, as of this first set of 5, we can get a free reward, and it's an actual booster. A switch hand, and I'm going to pause right here because this will go past. We got a switch hand for beating the first 5. I didn't use any boosters, but I did earn a reward, so that is a positive. This minigame is fair and fun so far. But notice as I touch one of those larger crystals, it says, not enough Sweetonium. We need to collect 2 bottles of Sweetonium to upgrade one of these larger crystals. So that apparently means we have to be at another level before we can make any further progress. And we're going to have to wait for tomorrow to do that. So again, thanks so much for watching. If you found this video helpful to you and you would like to see the rest of this challenge, this special event in Candy Crush Saga, which will be going over the next 2 weeks, leave a subscribe, please. Help me towards my goal and don't miss out on any new content. Leave a comment below or a question if you have any thoughts or concerns about this event. And as always, thanks so much for watching. Have a great day. I will see you tomorrow for part 3 of Saving Candy Town.